My name is Coulson. I'm the owner of Coulson Furniture, and tonight I'll be presenting in the art category. I started getting into furniture, primarily in wood shop at high school, I guess. Class became craft design technology, and the design element was more emphasised over traditional methods of teaching the practical sides of metal and woodworking. Then in 1991 I went to university and got a degree in furniture design. Took a time out from after that and went into a job that was perhaps not suitable, and then about 4 years ago decided I really need to make a go of it. So I started manufacturing stuff in my basement. That went on all right for a while, and then my wife decided that there was too much dust in the house. Getting the workshop meant I really had to decide that I was going to do this as a proper living. So we bought an old school house that was derelict, and that's now my workshop, and I'm making furniture. The style of my furniture, I guess, is called mid-century modern, with sort of like precursors of Charles Eames, Werner Panton and the Danish architects and things like that. I like that type of furniture because it's very simple, clean lines, and it uses the natural qualities of wood to bring out the beauty of the object. And that's the sort of furniture I like to make. I like having that in my home, and I'm assuming that other people will. Unfortunately, where we are in Warsaw, there really isn't that much of a market for it, which is why I've decided to try and market my stuff down in Madison, hence the reason why I'm here. My personal goals as an artist, I guess I would just like to sell enough furniture to make a living. That hasn't quite happened yet. I don't want to become the next IKEA or Herman Miller. I'll be perfectly happy if I can make a living until I drop dead into my table saw. My experience with Roll so far has actually been pretty positive. I didn't know anything about it when they approached me after I did a craft fair in October. I looked at their website. It seemed kind of interesting. It was more eclectic. Definitely not what goes on in Warsaw, but having lived in London for 20 years, I was actually after something a bit different, a bit more out there, because I think my furniture demands that kind of audience. You know, the people who buy my stuff aren't buying a mission rocking chair or anything like that. They want something different, and I think this crowd will be the crowd that maybe gives me that. Also, I think it'll be an interesting night. They've got a very wide and varied lineup of artists and performers and craftspeople around the place. It should be interesting, it should be fun. If you'd like to find out more about my work, I do have a Facebook page, Coulson Furniture, which outlines the custom projects that I do and also the work renovating my workshop / derelict schoolhouse, and also have a store on Etsy called Coulson Furniture. My name is Coulson of Coulson Furniture, and I make modern furniture.